The following video contains content and/or language which may be considered unsuitable for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Dave Madsen Enterprises, Inc. presents
Dave and Friends, Episode 3, High and Flighty.
Enjoying your first flight, Nadine?
I sure am, Colleen. At least we have smooth skies.
There was a warning about terrorist cell snipers operating across the country, but none of our fleet has been hit.
We sure are lucky. Make that one. I don't see Colleen anywhere. I better brace for impact.
I love you, Dave.
I love you too, Rhonda. What was that?
Sounds like someone crashed outside our window. Let's have a look.
Someone just landed outside our front door, and I think she needs a doctor.
Did you hear a sonic boom a few minutes ago, Dave?
I sure did. Do you suppose that has something to do with this injured person?
Perhaps. Let's get her to the hospital.
This is a 41 Action News Update. I'm Harvey. An unknown assailant has shot down a Block Airways plane. Mitch Davidson is standing by at City Hospital with a live report. Mitch?
Harvey, I am outside the Franklin D. Flanagan Memorial City Hospital where, we just learned, the bodies of two people who were aboard the plane when it was hit were taken. Authorities have identified the pair as Nadine Falls and Colleen Springs, the first all-female pilot crew in the history of the airline. Ms. Springs was killed outright when the projectile caused the plane to detonate, as only pieces of her were found scattered about the city. But Ms. Falls is alive and in stable condition at the hospital. A spokesperson for the hospital said that Ms. Falls apparently landed outside the Dave Madsen Enterprises Inc. building, where two of its residents, Dave Madsen and Rhonda Raven, brought her here. Harvey.
There were 37 people aboard the aircraft when it was shot down. The names of the other victims have been withheld pending notification of relatives.
How are you feeling, Nadine?
Much better, Dave. The doctor said I was only shaken up from both the explosion and the landing. They cleaned up my smudges, and they say I should be released as early as this afternoon.
Reminds me of the time I learned to fly. I always ended up face down on the ground.
All my students have that happen at least once. You're a flight instructor, Kitty. I'm better than those airline schools. I help people fly without the need of a plane.
Sounds like fun.
True, Dave, but let's leave here. Nadine wants Kitty to be by her side until she's ready to go.
Well done, Helena. You posed as an airline pilot and guided that plane into our line of fire.
Thanks, Master. No one knows this Colleen Springs was me in disguise.
We are looking over the records of the 35 lives lost to see which ones we can claim. You know about this Nadine Falls?
She was the co-pilot on the plane. She's recovering in the hospital.
My sources say Nadine may have committed sins against the Almighty. I'm assigning you and Vulcanna to seek her out.
At your command, Master.
Are you ready to solo yet, Nadine? As long as I have the power you gave me, Kitty. Are you still with me? All the way. Wow. This is fun. Do you think you can land? It's worth a try.
Nadine, are you alright?
I'm stuck in this wall, Zira. I'm able to fly, but I haven't mastered the landing yet.
Hang on, I'll pry you loose.
Any sign of Nadine yet, Vulcanna? Not yet, Helena. Let's check the other side of the city. I heard she's taking flying lessons. Let's find out where she lives.
How's Kitty doing with Nadine?
Just fine, Dave. Nadine's learned how to handle crash landings, but she still needs assistance with a proper landing.
Any word on possible snipers in the area?
Not yet, Dave. Since Nadine first landed here, there has not been a trace of them. I'm getting a buzz on my wristband radio.
Calling Rhonda Raven. This is Sergeant C.J. Randolph calling Rhonda Raven.
This is Rhonda Raven. Go ahead, Sarge.
We have a report of two shadowy figures stalking the city.
Does this have anything to do with the shooting down of the Block Airways jet?
Quite possibly, Rhonda. The 33rd Precinct is monitoring this latest development.
We'll keep a close watch for possible intruders in our building, Sarge.
You do that, Rhonda. 6-2 uneven, over and out.
We'll have to get our building evacuated in case any intruders show up.
Good catch, Dave. I'll notify the gang about this. There's nobody here, Vulcanna. But somebody was here, Helena. How can you tell? This hole in the wall, Nadine Falls must have been here. I have a detector with me. Let's see if we can locate her. Lead the way, Helena.
Our special guest has an incredible story to tell us. Please welcome Ms. Nadine Falls.
Thank you, Harvey.
Just imagine, Abby. Nadine fell from a blasted airplane and we were lucky to have her land in our building.
I still wonder who shot that plane down.
Good thing she's on the good side, and I'm amazed that she learned to fly by herself.
I would love to have her teach me to fly. I would love to thank the people who rescued me, and it would be better if Colleen Strings were with us today. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Nadine. Our feature attraction will be on in a few minutes.
You did the right thing by bringing Nadine to the hospital when you did.
Some days you just can't help being a hero, Sarge.
She says if it hadn't been for you, she wouldn't have survived the crash.
All in a night's work, Sarge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you that our feature attraction, I Am Low and the Low Lows, is unable to appear tonight due to a lockdown at their hotel.
A lockdown?
I wonder what's causing it.
Intruders, please identify yourselves.
Helena Stoker. Vulcanna Ash. We are looking for Nadine Falls.
I am Nadine Falls. What do you want with me?
Our master demands we take you to Hades.
What does your master, whoever or whatever he is, want with me?
Remember that Block Airways jet you were piloting that was shot down? He says you are responsible for the 36 fatalities, and that constitutes an unforgivable sin.
I did not shoot that plane down. I was thrown from the cockpit to the ground below.
And one of Nadine's co-pilot, Colleen Strings? All we found were pieces of her after that incident.
Those were mannequin body parts, Sergeant. Colleen was actually me in disguise. Just as the projectile hit the plane, I secretly escaped the cockpit.
So, you set the whole thing up just to frame Nadine.
Sergeant Randolph, either you file charges against Nadine for the air disaster and against Gabe Manson for perjury, or we will be forced to summon up our master.
We at the 33rd Precinct do not file false charges against anyone.
Calling 666. Calling 666.
Oh no! The Prince of Darkness himself. Save us, Jesus.
Please don't mention that name in my presence. It makes me want to vomit.
What do you and your brood mean by falsely accusing Nadine Falls of mass murder?
That woman is mine, you meddler.
She does not belong to you. You and your partners in crime orchestrated the air disaster that claimed 35 lives.
I refuse to release Nadine.
Your resistance is your folly, Satan. My will is making you release your grip on her.
Scandalous.
Not scandalous.
Scandalous.
Not scandalous.
Scandalous.
Not scandalous. I'm withholding the 35 victims of the air disaster from you, and also in the process of absolving them from all sin. Be done.
You win this time, but my legions and I never give up easy. Till we meet again.
Everybody take cover.
Escape is futile, Sergeant O'Randolph. All inside this establishment prepare to be cursed.
No cursing in my presence. Be done, you would-be soul grabbers.
We defining. Curses. Defeated by the Almighty. Our Master will flog us for this. You said it, Helena. Oh, our third and fourth degree burns.
Good thing you escaped before the big blast.
With the powers I acquired, it was easy to evacuate the whole building before it collapsed. Good thing I arrived in time to help out.
And you didn't need the fire department.
We used our powers to help put out the fire.
We've got a tremendous scoop for our 41 Action News report tonight.
I quit the airline business and have taken a new job as a 41 Action News reporter.
What made you quit the airline business?
I handed in my resignation when I found out Mr. Block, the head of the airline, was implicated in a sex scandal.
Good luck with your new job, Nadine.
We'd best be getting home.
At least you'll have no problems getting home with a terror cell shut down.
Thanks for guarding us, Sarge.
Let's head for home. This has been a Dave Madsen Enterprises Inc. production.